Hello, beautiful souls. As I drink some of my delicious elixir on this fall day on Vancouver Island, and I prepare with putting on extra warm, cozy socks for our practice. Meet me on your mat as we begin today's practice. Relaxing the jaw, relaxing the forehead, relaxing the shoulders, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Just allowing some of the biggest breaths yet of your day to come into your body. Perhaps placing one hand on the heart and one hand on the belly or the sacral chakra, your creative center. Just feeling these two beautiful, powerful, feminine energy centers gliding and dancing with the breath as you inhale and exhale. Now coming into circular Kundalini movements here. We're spiraling our hips. On an inhale, we reach our chest forward, and an exhale, we dip our chest back. And coming along to the other side whenever you're ready. Inhaling, shining our heart forward, and exhaling, dipping our chest back. Really coming into our hips and waking up that beautiful Kundalini sacral chakra center here. And then rising the hands up overhead and coming into a nice, beautiful side stretch here. Inhaling to rise and exhaling, coming on over to the other side. And inhaling to rise again, placing our hands behind us for support, lifting our hips up towards the sky to really gain a nice stretch in our hips. Lovely. And then coming on over to the other side, so the cross-legged position, the leg that wasn't in front is now in front as we come over to do our pelvis spirals. Really beginning to bring the heart and a little bit of the neck into this as well. So it's your hips, your heart, and a little bit of your neck that's spiraling in these beautiful directions, and switch directions if you haven't already. Inhaling, shining the chest forward, and exhaling, coming back. And then when you're ready, inhaling the hands up and exhaling, coming into a side stretch. Inhaling and exhaling, side stretch on the other side. Coming back up. Place the hands behind you, lift your pelvis up into the sky, and coming back down. Wonderful. Coming over to tabletop now. We'll do a couple traditional cat-cows, really to stretch and warm up that spine. From here, just really having creative freedom to move and swirl as whatever feels good and delicious in your body. Maybe that looks like the ribs spiraling, kind of like you're scraping out a yogurt container, going one way and the other. Maybe creating ocean waves within your spine as you almost come back into a child's pose, and then lifting yourself back up so you're in your tabletop position once more. Then coming into our puppy pose, so our hips are doing their best to be in line with our knees, and we're melting our heart down to the mat. And just feel a beautiful stretch here in the shoulders. Coming back up into intuitive tabletop, dancing and moving that torso the way that feels good. Maybe coming into an up dog, back into an intuitive flow with your tabletop, back into up dog. And just like this for a couple of breaths until we reach our downward facing dog. And just pedaling out the legs here if that feels good. coming back into awareness of our breath and lifting the right leg up into the sky and placing our right leg between both of our hands, dropping that left knee to the ground and reaching the hands up towards the sky, palms kiss. Staying here for 2 beautiful breaths, really feeling the expansion of the belly and the chest with these breaths. And then coming back, our hands are going to the mat. And on an exhale, we push ourselves back. So our right leg is now stretching, feeling that stretch. And then on the exhale, windmilling that hand over and back behind us, bringing that hand all the way back around, coming into our half split. Inhaling, sweeping that hand all the way behind us into a side twist and coming back into half split again. Inhaling, coming back up, palms kiss, and coming back into our heart space here for 2 breaths. Hands come back to the mat, and we'll meet you back in downward dog. Inhaling, left leg comes up and stepping the left leg in between the hands again. Breath here before we lower our right knee to the mat. Inhaling, we rise, palms kiss. 2 beautiful inhales here, feeling the body, feeling the expansion. And then our hands come back down to the mat. And let's reach up one more time, really elongating that torso. Hands come back down to the mat into our half split. And that left arm now travels all the way around into a circle before we come back into our half split. So it's really this feminine movement of coming into a half split stretch and then bringing that left hand up and over into a nice twist before we end back in a half split stretch here. Inhaling, the hands come up and then lowering them at our heart space here for a breath. Bringing the hands back down to the mat and coming back into downward facing dog. Pedaling out the legs a little bit. And then ocean waving. So from here, we'll glide ourselves into plank and then coming back into down dog. Gliding ourselves into plank and back into down dog for just a couple rounds. And then coming into down dog here one more time before we come back onto our mat. So from here we'll stretch our right leg. Our foot is planted firmly on the ground. And then from here we're gliding our right hand up and over across our body, really coming into a side stretch here. And then as our hand comes around, we're lowering our left hip all the way down to meet our right leg, or as low as we can, until we glide our hand back to where we came from. And just doing a couple rounds here. And then coming back to center, rising our hands up overhead, palms kiss, and bringing our palms back to our heart space. Breathing in here and exhale. Coming back into one breath of stillness. And then we'll come on to the other side. So this time the left leg stretches out over our mat and our left foot will be nice and grounded. And same thing here on the other side. Inhaling, really creating this big, full-bodied moon here with our hands. Reaching up towards the sky. Really finding this feminine intuitive movement here of getting low to the ground and really feeling primal and in nature and one with Mother Earth, and then coming back up around and seeing the stars and the cosmos and the moon in the sky. And coming onto our knees now for a big nice stretch with our hands reaching up towards the sky, and then lowering our body down into rock pose with our hands to our heart. Inhaling here for 2 breaths, taking notice of what feels different now than when you first started the practice. And then just where we're at, engaging in a couple hip swirls here, going one way and then the other. It can help to put our hands on our hips, drawing circles with our hips one way, and then switching to the other way, really feeling into this spiral and the energy here. And then lifting our hands up, and then coming back into a down dog here, the last down dog of the practice. And walking slowly to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lower. Inhaling, come all the way up. Palms kiss overhead. Exhaling back into a forward fold. And stepping back into a half chaturanga with the knees, chest, then chin. Coming into up dog here. And then gliding over into a child's pose, taking a rest, taking some big, beautiful breaths here. Taking a moment of stillness, really allowing this opportunity of awareness in our body to come into our being and just sensing how we feel in this moment. And then whenever you're ready, meeting me back in a cross-legged position on our mat, placing our hands over our heart, inhaling with a big deep breath, and then we'll do a little mudra here to really connect with the heart. They say the hands are the wings of the heart. So what we're going to do is touch our thumbs together, and our palms are going to be facing away from you. And then we're going to rotate our palms, and our palms are going to then nestle on our chest like the wings of our heart here. Breathing in deeply. And then inhaling, palms touch overhead again, bringing that energy back down into the heart space. Inhaling and exhaling. And one more beautiful mudra here that we'll do to end our practice is connecting our heart and our womb energies together. So our womb, or our sacral chakra, is this abundant, infinite source of energy. It's the source of our power, our grounded empowerment of, what it is to be woman, and where our deepest desires and manifestations come from. So coming into prayer at the heart space and thinking about an intention that you would like to set for the rest of your day, or maybe the coming week or the coming month, placing that intention right in the palm of your hand, knowing that we will work with this intention to seed it into reality, to seed it into existence with the energies of our heart and our womb. And coming into a downward facing triangle, the tips of our thumbs point and touch together, and the tips of our pointer fingers touch together to make a downward facing triangle. And from here, we'll glide this triangle all the way down to our sacral chakra here, and breathing in, really feeling the connection here, allowing this center to really drink in. Inhaling again, and on our next exhale, we glide that triangle out past us, and on our inhale, we rise that triangle up into the sky. And open up the palms of our hands and really allow this cosmic energy to dance and flow and move and waterfall all the way around our auric field, our energy field, and then gathering all that energy up. We reach our hips, placing it into our hips, and then placing our palms together and bringing our palms back up to our heart where we started. Taking some beautiful deep breaths here. And then again, downward triangle all the way to the womb or the sacral chakra. Opening up to receptivity as we breathe in. And exhaling as we glide our hands out in front of us along Mother Earth. Inhaling to rise our hands up to the cosmos, and then gliding that beautiful, abundant cosmic energy all the way down like this cosmic waterfall until it reaches your hips again. And then with preciseness, gathering that energy up, really pressing and placing that energy in your sacral chakra and just holding this space here right now. Taking a big breath into this space and letting this creative center really drink in this nourishing, abundant cosmic energy that we're creating. And then on the next inhale, we bring our palms together and we rise back up to our heart, connecting the two energies together here, the heart and the sacral. Just taking a couple more breaths. Maybe we glide another hand down to the belly, the sacral, the womb space. Really feeling this connection between our heart and our sacral chakra. There is this beautiful river, the Nadi channel, that connects our heart to our womb, our Anahata heart chakra to our sacral chakra. Just really imagining and feeling this beautiful energy current now that we've created. We've connected to Mother Earth, we've connected to Mother Cosmos, and we've strengthened the connection between our heart and our power center here. Just taking a moment to thank yourself for this practice today, for getting on your mat, and just breathing and moving with me. This practice was really intuitive, and I hope you like it. Nice and short and sweet for those times where you don't have much time or you just want a quick intuitive flow in the morning or evenings. And until we meet again, so much love.